Okay. So, if you haven't watched this video, Spark of Kill very graciously is letting me react to, and he sent me the tier list. And we're gonna basically recreate this tier list because I fundamentally disagree with a lot of their decisions that they have here. And he did this with Mad Ganser, and we get to hear them talk about it. So I'm basically going to insert myself as part of the three-man squad, the two-man squad plus me on the sidelines 2 weeks later. So you can get the tier list too. I do have the tier list. So I've got the tier list right here. Very pog, very pog. We've also got ads going. Huge. I thought my ad block was on, but I guess not. But yeah, shout out Spark of Kill. Please do go watch the video. You know, man's goated. He's got some good videos. But we're gonna probably listen to a little bit and react as we go along. So I'm gonna pick the same flaws that they rate, and we're gonna rate them as well. But let's just listen to their reasonings as they go through as well.
We're gonna be ranking the level.
And also, I'm gonna skip through.
Difficult content creator.
Oh yeah,
What is this first one?
It would take too long. Also, Mad's here. I forgot to introduce him.
Hi, Mad.
Hi. It's me, Mr. Other Sprawl content creator man.
Starting off with the
We have
arenas,
two dads
I'm thinking
in the Sprawl
a
universe.
solid S.
I'm thinking a solid S. They're goated in
Yeah.
every way.
Are they just saying this is arenas? Full stop.
Me, Mr. Other Sprawl content creator man.
Starting off with the arenas, I'm thinking a solid S.
Just arenas. Okay. Solid S for arenas. I actually would have to agree with that. Arenas are goated. You know, we can't be mad with that. That's pretty spot on. There's not much to talk about, but they can give you a lot of loot. If you can dupe arenas as well, holy, you can get a lot out of them. They're very worthwhile farming. Plus, they're just kind of fun, and they have the thing that I really enjoy about missions in Spiral Knights is that arenas have like set spawns. You know roughly where they're going to spawn. Like on the third wave, I know exactly where enemy groups tend to clump up, and so you can prep like your weapons. You can place vortex bombs. You can place things like that. You can get good charges out. It's just nice. So it's good. I can see the elevator symbol over there. I think it is S2. We got to agree. The elevator symbol is also pretty goated. A shield type design for an arena makes 0 sense, but I'm on board. It looks cool.
I'm thinking a solid S. They're goated.
All right, let's see.
Aurora Isles and/or Jigsaw Valley. I just kind of put them together because it's the same exact icon.
Okay, they put it together.
They're visually appealing.
I'm thinking S. Personally, I'm biased.
S, really.
See,
listen,
this is why I like Spark of Kill. See, Spark of Kill, he understands. Aurora Isles and Jigsaw. I don't really care so much for the Jigsaw Valley. It's not as fun. But Aurora Isles is actual insane. Also, I don't know. I just realized, why don't I do it like this? Aurora Isles is so pretty. Like, let's pull it up. Aurora Isles, Spiral Knights. It's probably like my favorite tile set in the game. Like, design. No, it kind of sucks. It's a little slow in my opinion, but in terms of what we got to do, it's S. This is the fastest out of all the other options. Really? Wait, we can't see any of it. Oh, they don't get. It doesn't show us the. Maybe there's videos. There are videos. More videos. But like, yeah, just like the green overworld aesthetic is so nice. I'm a big fan. Also, it's kind of fun. Jigsaw Valley, like you not Jigsaw Valley, the Aurora Isles, you get to go back and forth. Jigsaw Valley's Sharks Aurora Isles is awesome though. One of the coolest big maps too. Agreed. It is got some nice maps. My only problem is that he put it with Jigsaw Valley. Jigsaw Valley is really not that fun to me. I just don't like gremlin enemies.
And I love Jelly Farm. I love the
Let's see what they say.
aesthetic of these levels.
Shit.
With like all
You bring up
the,
a good point.
all the fields. and
Matt's about to
whatnot.
say some shit.
Jelly Farms is definitely goated. So is Stone Grove.
Yeah,
I think those are really awesome levels.
Okay, you know
Stone
what? I thought I
Grove.
had a lot of things that I disagreed with them, but maybe
Also
they're
pretty
onto
nice.
something here.
I would say, see, I was originally thinking a solid B tier because they're nothing. I mean, they're cool, but they're nothing special. They don't bring anything really like
B?
riveting to the table. But maybe you can convince me to go A tier if you say something else.
I mean, you also have the Axes of Evil, which
Oh, they're talking about Jigsaw Valley, yes. some of the ratings of this video are so ass. Exactly, dude. This is what I'm saying. We gotta combat them. But this one, I think they're probably gonna end up somewhere good. Spark is making some good points. Jigsaw Valley is where you farm the 4-star orbs. Like people do farm it, which is actually kind of nice. Like for people who just want to brain off.
It is specifically, but you
No, I've got it. You can do that.
Let's see.
Requires a
Where
lot
do they
of
put
timing,
it?
but it's always fun to pull off. All right, solid A.
all right.
S. He just ignores Matt. What a lad. The left side is the higher tier, right? I'm kind of leaning. Man, I love Aurora Isles. Aurora Isles is like my number one, honestly. This is Clockwork floors, right? Clockworks? I'm not right. Arcade levels. This is arcade levels. I reckon Aurora Isles is my number one arcade level. Why farm orbs if you could just farm crowns and buy with energy? Real. Let's go with number because of Aurora Isles arcade levels. There's a lot of shit missing then. Stone Grove Jelly Farm so peak. I think they've combined a few things. Like it's more like typings. It is peak. Fuck. But is it better than arenas? It's so hard. If it was just like Stone Grove Jelly Farm, it'd be better than arenas. 100%. Easiest like S tier. I think it beats everything here except for maybe Rawless Twins because I have a personal favorite of Rawless Twins. But because it's got Jigsaw Valley, which I don't like, I'm tempted to put it behind arenas. Like Jigsaw Valley makes me want to put it in A. It's got to be behind. Yeah, I think we're on the same page here. All right, what's next?
Where are you thinking?
I think this is Candlestick Keep.
I like the gimmick, but it loses its luster real
Oh, this is they're gonna make me mad.
fast. And then on top of that, it's a bunch of cats, which I find annoying because they're always so jittery and
Oh, I love cats, man. Oh, that's so fun.
jumpy and flying all over the place.
Yeah, they're hard to hit if you don't have any delayed weapon or slow weapon.
Mm-hmm. Honestly,
But that
I'm
music,
feeling
Candlesticks is goaded.
that music's a bop. You're right.
Music
But-
goaded.
it is pretty good.
Enemies fun.
I'm
But
not
at the
sure.
same
I'm not
time,
sure if it's enough to save it, but
No, it
They're talking about saving it.
at the
Oh
same time
man.
though, the music feels like it's a little out of place despite how awesome it is. I'd say solid C tier.
I did watch this video before. I remember getting upset with some of their rankings. There is no way. If they put this in C, I might have to.
yeah, I'm thinking middle of the road.
Oh my god.
I think it's good. Unfortunately, it's the most effective method of farming black cats.
Even playing the levels.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got it. There's no way, dude. There's no way. That's got to be like A. They play all the very like compare this to like other missions. Most missions in the game are so samey. These are actually a different, like completely different style of gameplay almost. Like there's a unique mechanics with the entire map. It's probably the only mission where the map itself is a unique mechanic, which is fucking sick. Like having the thing where you have to put out the candles, like not put them out, light the candles on a light, and you have to dodge the big black cats from jumping on you. That's awesome. The atmosphere is vibey as hell. The cats can be annoying, but they can also be fun. Like cats have a very set attack pattern. I'm a big fan. I'm going A. I don't think I'd put it in S, because I think S needs to be reserved for better things. Like some of the fights in Candlestick Keep can be kind of painful, and a lot of the generation is very samey and not as fun to run through, but the design, the vibes, is immaculate. Most Clockwork levels are literally the same with only a few, sometimes extra rooms. Exactly. There's also cool arenas in Candlestick. There are some cool arenas. Rarely, but sometimes, yes.
I'm thinking B tier. It's solid.
What are they talking about
Clockwork
here?
Terminal.
Clockwork Terminal.
You get recipe. I'm thinking a good B tier. I think.
What even is Clockwork Terminal? Is that the start? Is that like the entrance? That's what I'm thinking it is. D4, D13, D23. Oh, it's all of the middle parts. Oh, it's all of them. Oh, that's a bit different then. SK veteran, by the way. Dude, I don't know shit. You tell me the names of things that I can't really link it. It's a spawn room, but it's not just a spawn room. Let me see what
I'm
they say.
thinking B tier. It's solid, but it's nothing spectacular.
You get recipes, you get shadow layers,
No, because they got Moocraft Manor here. I think this purple one is Moorcraft Manor.
you get a break.
Yeah, get break. Yeah, B for break. Perfect. I like it.
B for breakfast. I mean, what?
What?
Yeah, you get basil exclusive recipes, which ends up being all padded sets because there's way too many of them.
I think it has to be B. B for break, B for basil.
B for basil, yes.
I
It's perfect.
don't hate that, actually. I think that one's fine. What are those opinions? I don't know, like, it is kind of plain. It's very simple. The clockwork midpoints. If we're talking about the, it is just these, right? These are all very samey. You do just have, like, basil, pretty much. Are they saying Brinks?
Clockwork tunnels.
Or were they saying basil? I'm going B. B for basil. B for basil makes sense, but there is so many variants. You get to see it change over the tiers, though. You do get to see it change over the tiers, but it's still kind of like a very plain brown room. It's not anything. There's not much cool stuff that you can do outside of talk to Basil. That's pretty much it. I would also go C. But B for Basil makes the most sense. To me, it's the end of B. Like whatever comes in next, it's probably the end of B, in my opinion. Because I feel like they could do so much more. Like having, I don't know. I don't know what they could do, but I feel like they could do more. It's just not interesting enough. Maybe they need to add in like other rooms, like the pet room and stuff, like where you talk to that guy to get the pet harnesses or something like that. Like just more NPCs, maybe even to interact with, more of a midpoint thing. Imagine dialogue options. Imagine having like buying party stuff. Buying party stuff would be sick. Like imagine being able to. I mean, you can buy some. You can buy consumables, but you can't buy every consumable. Snowballs more interactable. Oh, snowballs would be sick. Yeah, see, now we're cooking. I'm going end of thing.
As a whole, the entire B for basil, yes.
Wait, what is
It's
this?
perfect.
What's the next one?
Clockwork tunnels. As a
Clockwork
whole,
tunnels.
the entire level type of clockwork tunnels.
Let's see what they say.
thinking high A, possibly S.
High A, really? I was thinking B because like after a while.
Clockwork
I'm kind of more with Spark here. I mean, they're very boring, but they do give you the event.
tunnels are
rooms.
like the epitome of like these are the procedural
This.
generation levels you want to go to.
They are.
They have almost, not all, but almost all event unique rooms.
Event rooms, danger rooms.
You also get casinos in there, danger rooms. I'll be
But
honest,
at the same-
I'm running out of things.
No.
This is kind of like devil and angel on your shoulder, right? Because I can see it both ways. Event rooms, high A. You reckon high A, Pixel Pig? I think as long as it's not gremlin type ones. I'm thinking, oh, it's hard. Because it is very boring to run through. But Spark makes a good point. It's kind of the like epitome of Sparrow Knight's random generation. Like when you think of Sparrow Knight's arcade, you think of the Clockwork Tunnels. That's what comes to mind. At least to me, that's like image number one in my head. But you do get amount of other stuff, usually typically during events. It is classic. You're really convincing me, Pixel Pig. It's the trademark of a shot. Let's see where they put
That's
it.
fair. Don't know for a
Have options in what
get
I'm gonna jump
So
ahead
one
of it.
A tier. They're amazing. They are
A tier.
phenomenal. The reward sucks. If you want reward,
You're saying
versus,
S?
like time.
Oh, they're talking about now. They're talking about the next thing. Damn. I was kind of thinking the same. Either A or B. Clockwork Tunnels. To me, I want to go B. They put it on high A. I mean, we'll see at the end because they might be moving around. Hey, Ekna, welcome to the stream. We need your opinions, Ekna. I don't know if they said high A, but they'll probably move it around towards the end, right? I'm looking over here. It's low A. It's at the end of A. I'm not thinking high A either. Like, if I was to do it, I kind of agree with Spark here. Like, putting it in A, but, oh. They're not fun to run through though, guys. And sometimes you can get fucked up. Like, I gotta say, from a speedrunning perspective, the most obnoxious thing to run into is Clockwork Tunnels because they have the worst like RNG layout generation sometimes. Like actual pain. You can get into the rooms where you have to do like the 4 corner sections of the buttons and like you're trapped between spikes half the time. Like sometimes it's just god awful, and like I'll just restart the clockwork tunnels to get a better generation sometimes. That's how bad they are. Like, yes, it's the heart of Spiral Knights. To me, I want to put it C. The more that I think about it, the more that I remember, like, how does it actually feel to play? Oh, it's so hard because the danger rooms are fun. I can't put it C. I can't, in good conscience, it can't be C. Yeah, it can't be C. C for clusterfuck. I'll put it B, above the terminal. Fuck, what am I going to put in C? We already know this is F. I'm putting compound straight F. If they don't put it in F, they're trolling.
It's more so, I don't want to say it's difficult, it's just more so annoying. One instance that there's like one small thing that I think that's really cool. If there's these lockers you can attack to open them.
Oh yeah,
I don't remember which set piece they're in.
I was
that's
just about to mention that. It has the openable locker.
That's in the treasure
one
trove.
not in Treasure Vault.
And it's really cool. I like that. It's such a niche detail, but that's...
Huh. There's lockers in the compounds as well? They're utterly insane for this. Surely they don't put it in F.
That's what makes everything.
Surely they put it in F. Surely it doesn't go higher.
I will say the critter enemies are really annoying to deal with. But if you have a decent AoE weapon or like a vortex bomb,
dude.
most of the time they're not too bad. Scarabs can very easily get out of hand.
See, I wouldn't mind the enemies themselves if it wasn't for the fact that they're infinitely respawning. The problem with compounds is that these stupid little fuckers always respawn. You can't get away from it. So even if you have good AoE, it doesn't matter. They always respawn, and so they just keep coming. I hate anything like that. Anything where it's just always spawning. And it's not like easy enemies. It's like enemies that are small, and if you don't pay attention to it, will do a lot of damage. For some reason, the damage numbers are insane. And like, it's just, oh, I hate it.
And maybe that's my issue, because I only ever run with Brandish and Magma Driver. So maybe that's myself putting in...
Compound
maybe
range
that's just me putting myself into a rut because of it. But I don't know.
But I think for like an experience, if you're trying to like, have like, I think it sucks. At least a B tier. At
least a B tier. Could I negotiate you to bring it down to C tier?
Mad.
Yes.
All right, I would agree with C tier.
Shout out Mad for bringing it down. There's no way he was gonna put it in B. Holy, I've been agreeing with Spark for most of the time here, but B? B? For compounds? I'm sorry, what? That is insane. There is no shot. Oh, there's live voting polls. Ooh. You community rank. Hang on, I'm distracted. There's not enough rankings to create a community average for Spiral Knights. Oh, damn. More people need to get on this. I can share the link. C for clone slimes. F for forever respawning. F for forever respawning. F for fucking annoying. 50 billion enemies which drop half an heat orb sometimes in like one treasure box. Exactly. It's just terrible loot. It's just terrible all around.
Concrete jungle.
Concrete jungle.
Honestly, I think it's pretty mid.
There's a mission in the game that has concrete jungle. It's kind of fun though. It's like sewer stash.
It's cool.
They're nice. The tile set is nice.
I like the concept of it. It's a Skyrise city, but basically the apocalypse. Of all the other enemies they could have thrown.
You know what they're missing? You know what's something they don't understand? Concrete jungle, I'm pretty sure, is the map that has the half bridge or full bridge sometimes. It is one of the few sections in the entire game where you have forced different perspective. I don't know why the Spiral Knights mappers didn't think about this more, but it's one of the few times that you actually go like have a different view on the game based on where the map takes you, and I think that is so cool.
In there, they decided to do zombies and slimes, which is an interesting combination.
Yeah, I think it's A. I agree with you, Pixel Pig.
Weak to fire. Slags in particular, I don't know why, but they're much weaker to fire.
It's also not that bad to run through. Like it's kind of fine. I think it's got a benefit where the RNG doesn't fuck you over completely. I don't think it has much RNG actually.
Than other undead
across the
arcade.
Let's put it. I want to.
So yeah, Marauding Metropolis has that one level in it.
Actually, I'm not sure because like.
Wait, do they talk about the bridge?
Appear in the Clockworks or
across the Toxel
the big one?
Yeah.
Yeah, the big one.
That's
there is a Toxilago as well, which is a very rare enemy compared to the rest of the game. I think it's like the one spot where it spawns.
I think that level can appear in the Clockworks or in the arcade, but yeah, Marauding Metropolis has that one level in it.
Actually, I'm not sure because like you don't ever.
Hey, Sion, what's up, dude? How you doing? Welcome.
Ever see Dead Knights in the arcade?
Sorry, I need to update my title as well.
I think it is mission specific, but even then, it's still really cool.
No, you just refreshed my memory. That level, that does appear in the arcade, but those Dead Knights just aren't in the level. It's like a separate scene.
It doesn't appear in the Clockwork.
They're not talking about the bridge.
So. Oh,
did they spend? I like how at the start they were going so much faster. I was like, how is this video 50 minutes? They're like almost, they're almost like 1/5 of the way through already. Now I'm starting to understand. They're taking more and more time as they go further on. Okay, where do they put it?
But I can agree with a high C.
High C.
I will put it above. Actually, I mean they're not that bad.
B?
They're not that bad. I just think they're a little boring sometimes.
Okay,
that's fair.
I can take a B. B's fine. I'm going A. I think it's worse than Candlestick though. I think this is more going for it than this. But I do like Concrete Jungle quite a lot. Marauding Metropolis is well designed with a vibey music. The RNG is good since we only have 3 variants with decent chance of bridge. Used to farm with heat a lot. It is, you do farm for heat and for 4-star crystals. It's a pretty decent stopping point for a lot of players as well. A for atmospheric, B for beautiful. It is A for atmospheric.
That's entirely fair.
Alright, Devil's Drudgery. Just all Devilites.
Oh, Devilites.
That's Dark City.
I kind of have fun with this as well.
Oh, it's right. This is Devil Drudgery. For some reason, I got them swapped up.
No, that's fine.
Dark City, which is
like
Spook Cats and Devilites. I mean, it's alright.
I
will say I do love there are a few of these that only show up in the arcade, and some of them have like those hidden Vitapods.
My off the gut reaction is B. Just because, I mean, maybe even A again. No, it's got to be B, like high B.
I really like those.
Yeah, I didn't learn about that till like last year. I thought that was pretty cool.
Tier 3 is always
I wish they did more of that.
I like the cat and Devilite mix
for more of the unique levels and stuff.
And the floors have good designs.
Yeah, poison cats sometimes. Devilites.
The early tiers are very good.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it really just feels like Devilish Drudgery, but with Spook Cats and a lot of crystal blocks. Like the
Spook Cats have a lot of crystal blocks. I just feel miserable with any Devilites. Yeah, same. But what I like about Dark City is all of the Devilite spawns are clumped. If you think about all of the sections, it's not like... So I think Devilish Drudgery has the more typical Clockwork Devilite spawn where it's spread out floors. The Dark City is everything together, which makes it super nice. If you just bring a Brandish, if you have any like AoE targeting damage thing, a lot easier to clear. If there's someone good in the party, they can smash it out a lot better. I'm kind of thinking of moving this up to A.
The
high B, low A.
Design itself, I think, is...
Where do they put this?
I like Deconstruction Zone.
I like it.
I like
it's
C.
Nice. Trojans.
Okay. High C for them. I'm going... high B. I don't know. Low A, I would say. It is a detailed map. Maybe... would you put it above Bridge? I'm really thinking about it more. Like, it's actually quite fun. I actually do really like Dark City. It's a thing of just the enemy spawns are very satisfying. Everything's together. Concrete Jungles, the enemies are a lot more spread out. It's actually annoying to fight. There's totems that respawn enemies. It slows you down a lot. Dark City is kind of goated. Has nice, memorable enemies and more things than Bridge, though. It has its own bridge as well, does it? I think I'm going to go above. True Toothpick fans love him. Hey, you doing, Uncle Kev? Welcome, welcome. Yeah, I'm going middle A. Man, that is a surprising one for me. I would not have thought that I'd put Devilite so high up, but I'm just thinking about it more and more. And like, it's a well-designed map, interesting. Like, very different types of fights compared to other floors. Like the way that they're laid out is very different. Unique set of enemies. It's very rare to see Devilites and cats together, I think. Enemy spawns are really well placed, very well designed, like fights. You get Trojans in there. Good loot, like Trojans give good loot, so that's nice. I think all around pretty banger of a level, which I am shocked by. Like Devilites, I thought.
I guess I'd rather go through than a Candlestick Keep, to be honest.
Deconstruction.
Deconstruction Zone.
Decon Zone.
I like Deconstruction Zone.
I like it. It's nice. It's fast. If you want to run, if you're
that's where you fight the battle pods, isn't it? Decon zones. I don't like
Decon skip levels
so much.
It's great for speedrunning. It's fun. I like fighting
speedrunning mentioned.
Gremlins.
Dark Fang Shield, which nobody ever gets.
True. You know what? Actually,
that's where you get Dark Fang Shield from? I've never gotten a Dark Fang Shield, by the way. That's where you get them from? I had no idea.
you know, you say that, but I got one recently.
Oh, nice.
And I gave it away to a friend who was really interested in getting one.
Nice guy, Mad.
Oh, music. I think music alone is like high A tier.
I don't remember the music for any of these floors, by the way. The only ones I know music on is Treasure Trove and the boss missions, I think. The rest, I don't know what the music is. I'm so sorry. I can't.
Oh, definitely.
Google the music. If we do that, we're gonna be here forever.
It makes this level.
They're going A. I don't want to put it there. They're putting it at the top of A?
Not like spooky.
High A tier.
Oh, definitely. I have to agree. The music just absolutely makes this level.
Damn. Is the music that good? Wait, maybe I've got to listen to it. I don't know what it would be called, though. We should definitely listen to it for better judgment. Deconstruction zones have a nice amount of grouped enemies, but it's so samey and boring level design. I think it's more interesting than Clockwork fights, but it's less RNG. I find it less... I'm like thinking C. This might be my first C, honestly. I think it's just boring overall. One, you see constructs the most probably out of all enemy types. Maybe as well, like the undead is probably the second most that you see. But like constructs are pretty, like very common. I don't think battle pods are that interesting of an enemy. There's a lot of times where you just have to wait for the shield to come down. It's actually kind of not fun to fight. I'm not a fan. It's the same level, not a lot of variation at all. It's a broken bridge. Carrying the key from gate to gate is so annoying. That too. There's a lot of key carrying. Battle pods are not in decon zones. They aren't? Oh, what am I thinking of? It's very memorable to me since I'm so used to it. What is a deconstruction zone then? Is deconstruction zone the one where you're freeing people? Wide plains with... Oh, well then I love decon zones. Wait, this changes everything. Whoa, hold on. Oh, that changes everything. What? All right, let me listen to the music as well. Random ad. Oh, it's this song. A speedrunner's dream, perhaps. Yeah, it 100% is the speedrunner's dream. They're just so easy. It's gone straight A for me because the speedrunning aspect is so good. Maybe not. Speedrunning can't be everything, but I do find it fun. I like any map that's like a big open area. I'm thinking low A or high B. Maybe high B. Where did they put it? They put it A. This is a banger tune. S for speed. No. Speed isn't everything. C for cozy. I think high B. The tune is good. It's not like amazing to me. I think the tune is fine. Is level lore a criteria? It can be Ekna. If there's interesting level lore, sure. Is there good lore? It is believed that similar to Clockwork tunnels is behind the scenes area of the clockworks used by gremlins. That's kind of cool, actually. You don't know? Okay. Well, I will consider lore, but I'm not gonna like look into it. But if people know lore, then I will add that in. I'm going high B. I think it's better than random generation, but probably not better than any of these. I don't think it's unique enough. Like, it doesn't really do much outside of the, like, compared to these are a lot more unique floors. I feel like this still has the same vibes of a Clockwork Tunnels. To me. Like, very samey. Probably called Decon Zones because the gremlins are demolishing the level for some reason. Maybe it just looks demolished. This Devilite stuff, I'm thinking D. Like, it can't go F, but D probably. I'm putting it D here. I want to see what they say.
Whole atmosphere of everything.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put it in front of Clockwork Tunnels.
It's also one of the few levels to have lightning in the background, which I think.
Hey, shout out Vogstar. Thank you for the resub. Welcome back. 3 months in a row. Holy, has it been 3 months? Insane. Thank you, Vogstar. Appreciate you.
Is awesome. It's very
we have a little prestige about it.
Dark. Not like spooky.
Honestly, they're
definitely intimidating, and I love it.
All right, now the real Devilist drudgery.
God.
You got feeds.
This one's bad.
Or no, specifically Devilites. Honestly, they're not that bad. Once you learn how their AI works and how they react to
straight cap, fucking lies. What are you talking about? AI of the Devilites? Devilites are bullshit enemies.
Whatnot, they're actually not too bad to deal with most of the time.
I don't like this anymore.
Overtimers are
I'm getting called out.
No, they're never fun. And even just some of the layouts are rather annoying.
You don't remember
like the gates? That one, ugh. It's just heinous to run.
It's the Devilite floors where I'm pretty sure these Devilite floors are the ones. Oh, but then I have more Devilites here. Fuck, I don't know.
True.
Oh yeah, I will deduct points just because the prestige mission where you have to go save knights, they always get in the way. They always have to
It's the prestige mission Devilites.
And
okay.
they always
I don't like that mission. I'm still down for D.
They're annoying.
For me, it's
yeah. It's yeah. Oh, but also March of the Turtle Drones.
No.
Got a lot of Devilites. And
no, March of the Turtle Drones sucks.
Their own unique brew.
If anything, that makes it worse.
Occasionally, which have guaranteed glyph drops.
True.
The level of it.
He's really convincing Matt here. I'm not convinced at all. I'm going D, but they went D as well. But they're like hyping it up.
I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
Way too basic, no variance at all.
All right, Vanaduke.
Vanaduke is, oh man, that's like an S tier mission. But if I put Vanaduke S, like I'm just gonna put all the bosses S. Do we need like an S plus tier? Maybe I need to start moving things down. Fuck, this is gonna be. Maybe we might have put too many things in S because I'm thinking like if we're talking about boss missions, they're almost all gonna be S rank for me. Can't you edit it? I probably could, but I don't want to mess. I want to do it in the same format that they did it, and they kept it to these tiers. But maybe I move this down. Let's see how this feels. It feels bad to do this, but I think it'll make more sense. You choose. It is my tier list. I feel like S has got to have less things in it, but then I want to put this back up, so I don't know. I think S is just gonna have a lot. Maybe I just like a lot of floors, and maybe that's okay. Yeah, fuck it. You know what? We're bringing everything back up. Nah, this doesn't feel right. All right, Vanaduke. Where do I put Vanaduke? It's probably better than Arenas, right? I don't actually know. Nah, Vanaduke's goated. Vanaduke's just so good. Romulus Twins better than Vanna, better than Jelly King, better than Snarp. That's a pretty good list, Pixel Pig. I don't mind that. Out of all the cool bosses, which is the high S? High S is Romulus Twins for me as well. I think just let the cool floors at A, B. Can anyone make me a Pierce and Shadow Blaster, please? straight off topic completely, just randomly. Just give the bosses the cool stuff. Nah. Well, maybe I'll change it later on, but I almost do see these in the same tier. We'll see. We might do some editing later on.
Crowns.
Vanaduke is goated. I'm not really gonna. You can listen to the video if you want to see what they say. But
just an overall very solid fight.
I'm thinking either low S or high A.
I would go with high A.
They're going high A?
I'm gonna put it in front of Clockwork.
They're not putting it S?
Or no, sorry.
Music.
They're not putting it S? I didn't listen to what they're saying, huh?
But that's also...
Yeah, it's also just in the Firestorm Citadel.
Yeah, just made more difficult.
I'm thinking A, which haven't been showed to the player, but prior to this, the water and the sprite puzzles, which I don't think show up in any other missions.
Goated mission.
Actually, no, water shows up in other missions.
It's literally like people farm the game, end game of just Vanajuk. It's such a solid mission that it's actually fun to do that.
But yeah,
water shows up in other missions.
The core is my favorite because it means I can
show
sleep.
Up again for the
shadow play?
after, yeah, for shadow play. But that's also
it's also just in the Firestorm Citadel.
Yeah, just made more difficult.
I'm thinking.
Really?
I mean, that's why the music. The music fucking helps a lot. Maybe not the normal level music, but definitely the battle music.
Yes,
and they're bumping it up in music.
Citadel is really nice.
And then even Vanna himself is just a fun fight.
Yeah. The Benedict fight is definitely one of the best out of all the bosses.
Just an overall very solid fight.
I'm thinking either low S or high A.
I would go with high A.
Okay.
Right, I'm gonna put it in front of Clockwork or not.
I'm more like if they put it low S, I'd be okay with that. Damn, they're putting it high A. Stanley's an S, but having to repeat it over and over with zero variation brings it down to a low A, high B for Pixel Peak. I think it's one of the things where the boss missions, they actually do have a really good amount of replayability. Like thinking about the different breakpoints in the game, Jelly King is actually a very fun mission to replay. I think the one that has the least amount of like replayability for most players is Raumless Twins. But that's like a personal favorite for mine. But that one probably could get docked. Snarblacks is also very good for replayability. I'm really surprised. I don't know. I think it's a really well-designed floor. Like, so much that you can improve on it. It does a thing where you can split the party between two sides so that you can maximize efficiency, which I think is just a nice little touch. I think that really encourages people to play the game together. I think more missions should do that. I think it's solid all around. Like, I think it's just it's good. Boss fight is good. Individual enemies are fun.
Deconstruction zones.
Lot to learn.
I can agree with that.
Glowing Wildwood.
If this doesn't get
it is nice to have like a forest, like an actual like forest that isn't Aurora Islands. You got like trees and roots everywhere.
To me,
it's dark.
Snarblacks is like one of the lower tier bosses, honestly, in terms of level design. I think the boss is super fun. I think the design of the map is beautiful. I think the choice of enemies and stuff is interesting. But it's not actually, to me, it's not that fun to run through the first two floors.
Definitely adds to the uniqueness of the game.
I don't know how other people feel about that.
It's cozy in a strange way because of it.
That's a good point.
I like how it introduces the bell like in the previous levels prior to the...
Nah, but the bell is fucked. Everybody knows the bell is fucked. It is a bad introduction of the bell.
Boss. In the boss fight.
Major contributing factor to this.
Because sometimes he does that.
And I don't know if you necessarily experienced this, but I don't know how long it's been since you last played Glowing Wildwoods, but for me, back when I played it for some speedrunning, I hadn't played
the speedrunning
been in Glowing Wildwoods for a long time. So going back there and just running through the levels again, when I started speedrunning, I'm like, this is really nice. I forgot how really nice this place is.
It's just a nice mission, I gotta say.
Unique levels are going to be better than like the procedurally generated ones. But like especially the main dungeons are really nice, are really nicely designed. Alright, I'm thinking like
I can't.
Next to Vanity.
I can't. They're putting all the boss missions in A. My brain can't handle this.
I'm not sure if I want to put it ahead or behind, but like I think it's up there.
I would put it behind. I think almost a lot of this feeling comes from nostalgia.
Ariave, hey, come in. Hi, DLC, how you doing?
There's not much reason to go back there after. Like,
no, what? A? Again? Oh. I think it's low S. I think, to me, it's worse than Arenas, probably. I don't know, actually. That's so hard to say. Like, it's like, Starbase is iconic. Fuck. Does anything break, like, if I just do bosses as the first tier, like, does anything break bosses? Is anything good enough to be better than the boss missions? I think the sleep one is, and maybe Treasure Vault. Arenas are so fun. Snarby is bugged. Snarby is bugged. I think it's a really bad first mission, I'm not gonna lie, for people to learn the game. Because the boss fight is just fucked. Grinch and Assault SSS plus. Grinch and Assault is evil, pure evil. I just can't justify putting it behind arenas. If this was the you know that one mission, the gauntlet, I think, if that was the arena mission, then yes. But this is like Clockwork's arenas. Fuck, but Clockwork arenas are so goated as well, because you can leave. What I like about Clockwork arenas as well is that you can just do one of them and then leave, or you can keep choosing to keep going. And I think that's a super fun concept. Like, that idea is super fun. Completely irrelevant for me at my stage in the game, because I will pretty much always just do the 3. But like, when you're learning the game, new to the game, the ability to like choose how far you want to go, how much difficulty you want to add to a floor, and get rewarded and substantially rewarded for it is just a really great concept. I think like they need to implement that more in the arcade. I think that that's just like I don't understand why more floors don't have that. Like, that concept is so solid overall, and just arenas overall are just, it's like the best of the game. It's just fighting, you know? Just return from trade. What are you talking? We're talking about Snarblacks and whether it goes above or below the arena. I think this will get some flack, but I'm going to go behind arenas. Unironically, your favorite mission, Grinch and Assault. Grinch and Assault is good. The final boss is so bad. Yeah, the final boss isn't fun, but the rest of the mission's pretty fun, I think. Very hard, though. But I think hard is fun. Wink, wink. Alright, let's see.
Like, unless you want to get tokens.
Yeah. Oh, you know
Or
what? That's a good
speedrunning.
point. That's a good point. The token weapons you token items
We're
you
just
get
supposed
from
to
this
do
boss
besides
fight
dying,
are
it's
really
fine.
good. Some of the best in the game.
Graveyard.
F. I think this is also an unpopular opinion. To me, man, okay, maybe not F. I think compounds deserve their own fucking tier. But bottom of D, graveyards. I don't know how many people agree with this, but graveyards to me are the most boring, longest fucking floor with very limited boxes. Like, I think you're just farming them for crowns, but it takes so long. There's no grouped enemies. It's all, you have to walk over all the fucking tombstones. The tombstones block your charge attacks. You have to wait for the enemies to group up. You have to wait for them to spawn. You have to wait for yourself to walk over it first. Wait for the enemies to spawn. Wait for them to group up. Then you can kill them. Then you move on. And then guess what? It just happens all over again. Again and again and again. And it's just like 10 times of that in the floor. And then you're done with the floor. And that's just it. I don't understand how people enjoy it. I think it's so boring. I think the idea could be fun. Like, tombstones as a concept, like having a graveyard is cool. The concept is strong. The execution is terrible, I think. I think they had, like, the concept of a graveyard could easily be, like, similar concept to, like, Candlestick Keep. But it's just not there. They just did not pull through on it. I don't know. I think they almost need, like, unique enemies again to come in to make it more interesting. And I guess they do. They have the Phantoms, but the Phantoms don't even... I don't like the Phantoms either. I feel like the Phantoms don't fit the Spiral Knights universe. They just are weird. Does anyone else feel that? Like, I just don't understand what a Phantom is in Spiral Knights. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't feel like part of the universe. The immersion breaks after a while. If they increase the range of spawn activation, that would be good. Having so many zombies come up to... If you could just walk through the middle of the 2 sets of tombstones to spawn everything, I think that'd be good. Could have been the new Candlestick, but it was lacking for sure. Yeah. Like, this as a Spiral Knights enemy? Does that look like a Spiral Knights enemy? In my head, no. Does anyone know what the Phantoms are meant to be? Is it meant to be like... I don't know. Is it meant to be like another knight? Oh, that's kind of cool, actually. Wait, this is sick. Whenever a Phantom cries, the noise that it makes suffers a strange Doppler effect. The further you are from the crying Phantom, the deeper and slower its voice gets. I never noticed that. That's kind of cool. The monster used to wield Grand Force. That's funny. I don't like him. I'm not a fan. I'm going bottom of D. Bro saying does not belong to the universe when Cradle is literally a rupture moon that releases enemies. That makes more sense. It's just a vengeful knight. It's a monster that cries and he hears wails from afar. I think it's good for the atmosphere. I don't know. To me, it just feels out of place. Maybe it's the color scheme.
What do you think?
There's nothing else in the game
There's
that's
so many
pink.
like polarizing points with it. It's a great level for heat. It's very unique, and it's not often you come across it. But at the same time, you're like, oh.
I also feel like you come across it way too often. I don't know about you. Whenever I do Clockworks, I always get fucking tombstones.
Oh shit!
Graveyards.
We got this level instead of the treasure vault.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, by design, the graveyard is supposed to be the like you
More
lose.
types Ooh, see, this is where it'd be cool. What if the phantoms were copies of the knights? So then it's a phantom of a knight with your gear running around and does the basic attacks. Like something like that. That'd be fucking sick. It also opened up opportunities to like test damage values of your gear. Like imagine that. Imagine being able to be like reflect damage onto yourself. You could do all types of testing. You know, you could have another knight in the party. You just need 2 knights in the party with different sets. You can do exact testing to see exactly what the damage values are. All of that type of stuff. If that was the thing, but it's not. Obviously, that'd be a lot harder of an enemy to code and add into the game, but I feel like it's I'm not.
Kind of annoying.
One of the only places where you get cursed.
Brittle.
They bring up this point about getting cursed, and it's one of the only places you can get cursed, but
Candy during the Halloween event.
Ooh, yeah.
A shame that it's just really inefficient to farm for, as opposed to farming for regular candies.
I understand why they.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm thinking
they're putting a
definitely
D
like
as well.
down here somewhere.
I'm thinking D tier.
Yeah,
I agree.
I like them, but I understand why they have to be.
They put it above the Devilites, but I put it behind. I think it's worse than Devilites. Red, you must simply kill it in one. Oh, that's the Grinch Assault. Imagine it copies your teammates and then does the scream when it comes to you, and you're like, oh hey, it's Fogster. Oh, it's not Fogster.
Rank the way
I think
they
the color difference would be too obvious.
At least you know
Obvious,
exactly
but-
what to expect when you go into one.
Yeah.
All right, the Iron Claw munition.
For me, this is going straight into S at the top of S. But I'm curious to see what they say
Factory.
about it.
As a whole,
As a whole.
you got a lot of traps. You got missiles. You got a really
Just want to see what they say first.
neatly designed boss, but unfortunately, depending on what your RNG is, it could be a minute long and it could be 5 minutes long.
I gotta say, the boss, if you learn how to do the boss properly, and you have a party that's not messing you up, the boss is almost always guaranteed like 1 to 2 minutes. Like it's actually, there is still RNG, but it's not as bad.
Same thing could
At
also
all.
happen if you've got a questionable team, whether they know what
True.
they're doing or not. Had that
I
happen.
I haven't had any party like that in a very long time, but that is true.
Early timing
People
chain
just
and
keep
missiles was so
spamming
good.
the switches.
There's so many like little tricks with the boss fight, man. It's a fun mission to learn.
And I think a lot of that has to do with player game sense over the
Timing
years.
of the switches.
You know, as the game has aged, a lot of people have just
How
Let's
it
see.
does show you, it's like an assembly line. It does
the idea that
Oh, they talk about the assembly
the
line thing,
twins
which is
being
cool.
made
The
as
early
you go
missions.
through. You see different parts of them throughout the levels. Boss is like a preview of.
I think, honestly, the Spiral Knights could have
I'm so scared of where they're gonna rank it. I have watched this video before. I've forgotten.
maybe somehow benefited from that more
If it's not
in
S,
some ways or another. I don't know. But
I'm
not like
riding.
every boss fight had a unique mechanic to it.
Is really good. You got movement speed.
Definitely.
I'll take Tempest is really good.
Definitely.
Pulsars are nice.
Short about the
A while ago when I was in school, I used to I had a lot of songs.
If it's not S, you stop the
downloaded. I
watch.
used to listen to a bunch of these tracks.
oh
And yeah,
alright. it's just
I'm not really sure where to put this one, to be honest.
they don't know where to rank
I
it.
would almost say A tier, but I could
It'll take me a
definitely see
while
a
on
B
this one.
tier
A and B.
just because there's a lot of things people may not like about the level, especially the boss fight itself.
Also, I just remembered something.
I'm getting
from
angry.
A stream a while ago. I do have to deduct points for when players run into missiles and it damages you.
That's all part of the fun, guys. Come on. Where's the guild hall floor? Sag.
Oh yeah, intentional griefing. There we go. Yeah.
And then they end up getting you killed.
Oh, dude, we love.
See, but this is one of the fun things. I think that's fun. I think it's good that there's missions that like really incentivize good team play. I think the rest of the game, I think like you don't want a lot of it, so I think it's well placed in the game. I think there's only a few missions that actually like impact you if you're in a bad team. But I think it's good that they have these types of missions because yeah, like you can get fucked over by your teammates, but you can also have a good party and it feels really fucking satisfying to clear a floor cleanly, to have like one person doing the switches, everyone moving at the same pace, everyone going through the steps at the right time, and it feels good to play. Like as much as it feels bad, it also feels good, and I think that's like a good thing.
Love TF2 splash damage.
You know, for that, I think I'm gonna put it above the mission lobby, or no, Clockwork Terminal.
There's no way it's going to be.
I can agree with that.
All right,
What? B? B? B for blasphemy. For real. Oh. I love this mission, man. How can you not? How can you walk into the boss fight, see the Romulus twins spawning up with the unique cutscene that you don't see many in the game of, and not think, holy shit, this game is fucking epic. This is the coolest shit. This shit is like edgelord fucking full on. I fucking love it. This is like playing Sword Art Online right now. That's what that gives me. That's what the feeling I get when I load into that mission, when I go into the boss fight and the fucking boss monsters are roaring at me from both ends. Fucking sick. I love it so much. That is like peak. The rest of the mission I think is pretty well laid out. I do actually like the switches, the fights. It's really fun to speedrun. There's a lot of RNG in it, but like doing certain parts of the floors quickly is fun. Like there's a very nice sequence in the game. Let me pull up Pyrosparker's speedrun of it. Where if you perfectly shoot the switches, you just kind of like glide through the mission. It's one of his earlier versions of this, so I need to find the right one. 656, I think it might be this one. Let's see, I think it's one of the earlier parts, not this section. It's this side, let's see. Watch how he shoots everything here. One shot, shield bump the enemy. Shot, 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 straight across, dash over. That's just nice. I don't know what to tell you. Like skimming past all the enemies and running past this. When you do it in game as well, it feels fucking nice. Like it's just a clean part of the mission. I don't know. I think it's just a fun mission. You would say S for Super Rocket Puppy. For them it's B, better get good. The music is A for awesome. This is just going through all of them. I scrolled up too much. As a solo player, I think the levels are just beautiful when it comes to design. The music is also memorable. When it comes to bosses, it's easier alone because you can control the RNG yourself and can skip things faster alone. So why wouldn't you love to walk and wreck the inside of an ammo factory? Exactly. Banger mission.
Lichenous Lair. I'm gonna be honest, the only
I like this.
major point I can think of here is that it's really, really good for heat. A little fun fact: if you kill
S, you want to put this S?
If you,
I don't think it's
kill
S,
the
but it's
lichens
probably
individually. They
high up
drop
there.
more heat than if you let them combine.
Oh,
So
really?
like Super Stash specifically is like
Everyone always said that about crowns. That if you kill the, I've always heard the conflicting opinion of do you let the jellies join up or do you leave them separate? Because you get more crowns when they're separate. That's what people would say. But then people would say, no, you get more crowns when they're joined together. And I'd be in lobbies with fights all the time about that. But hearing about heat is interesting. I never heard about that.
one of the best.
Let them join up for
missions
fun.
in the
I agree.
entire
I think
game.
you let them join because it's more fun that
It's
way.
really good. You get a ton of heat. You can also get orbs there occasionally, but you have better options if you're trying to
get
farm
orbs
orbs.
everywhere.
There's no like
That's not
really
the point.
cool gimmicks or mechanics to it other than the lichen itself.
I
Yeah, I was
agree
gonna
with
say,
this.
yeah, the gimmick is just the lichens themselves combining and whatnot.
That's where
And
for me
there's only
it's
so
not
many
that
set
interesting.
pieces, so it becomes stale after a while. It's just generic on almost all.
I think they're
fronts
making both good points.
here.
It's like a mid. Yeah,
I wouldn't say
honestly I'd put it in
C.
front of Candlestick Keep.
They're reminding me that they put Candlestick Keep in C, man. I'm getting triggered again. Oh man, that's pissing me off. All right, I don't know about that. I don't think I'm gonna put anything in fucking C, but it's better than Decon Zones maybe. I don't think it's A, but I'm going high B. Slimes are just fun. They're just so easy to kill. Also, the slime arcade floors has the really fun thing where the grass on the floor spawns in tile sets of 4. So if you have a really well placed sword swing, you can kill all 4. If you place a really well aimed shot, you can break all 4 grass at once, and it's just satisfying. And if you don't do that, try it. It's one of the funnest like little mini games that you can do on that mission, on that arcade floor. S for Slime Rancher. I'm thinking top of B. It's not unique enough to go up on A, but I think it's good. Wonder if 2 + 2 is more than 4. Decon Zone's better though. I don't think Decon Zones are better. Decon Zones are better for like speed running, but I think this is more fun, honestly, to actually play. I'm going there. Also, by the way, if this is not having floors, these are just the arcade floors. I think it has all of the arcade floors. So it's not the missions in the game, it's arcade floors. Which is why you see the boss missions. Just to clarify that up. So yes, there are some things missing, but that's intentional.
That's fair.
Oh yes, Moorcroft Manor.
Moorcroft Manor is good.
I love this place. This place is... Wait a minute, I'm silly. Wait. Oh no, I forgot to include Emberlight.
Uh-oh.
Rest in peace,
Oh
Emberlight.
no. Can I add...
I was gonna say, edit in a picture of Umberlight on the screen.
You know what? It's a better idea. I'm just gonna add it in post.
Is this Haven?
Yeah, there we go. I like that. We can do it last.
Moorcroft Manor, lovely place. The music's great. I like the idea. It's like an undead hotel kind of. Margrel, Brinks.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
Although he's in Haven anyway.
I like that Moorcroft Manor has so much more going for it. Like there's so many things. It's kind of like what the this lobby thing is trying to do, but in a way better way. Like it's actually unique. There's actually unique NPCs that you can talk to. It's got a whole map that you can explore. Like I remember playing the game for the first time, like walking around, being like, "Oh, this is cool." Like walking to the different sections and being like, "Wow, I've never seen this before." It's big. It feels like a hotel. It feels like a good midpoint. I think it's really well designed. Like I'm honestly gonna go A. I think it's honestly maybe even up here. Like it can't be better than these, surely. But my gut is telling me that it's here. Because I think just the vibes of it, the idea behind it, it's not meant to be like super interesting because it is just a lobby. But for a lobby, it's a really well done lobby. Like I don't know what else you're really looking for outside of a lobby. Also, you do have the Margul fight in here. Like there's actually unique event things that can happen only in that section, which is cool. Emberlight OST is the old guild hall. Is it really? I remember that. Moorcroft Manor has that beautiful ghostly train tracks in the music. Candlesticks vibes too, but peaceful. I think I'm happy here. Let me just double check. Moorcroft Manor. It is the one that I'm thinking of, right? Yeah, it's got all the clerks and stuff. Yeah, it is. It is. Okay. Like, it's just a nice one. It's just really well designed. I love how big it is. The carpets, everything. It's good.
Anyways,
let's see where they put it.
Just for like the hotel or whatever. I think the place could definitely feel a lot more lively if they added like just a few more NPCs with.
Bro, they have so many NPCs. What are you talking about? Look at this list. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You could have more, but I feel like that's a good amount.
Just random bits of dialogue.
What you mean, lively? They're ghosts.
Like a mid A tier.
It's a dead place, regardless.
I can go with that.
I'm gonna put it actually.
Whoa, hold on.
Honestly, I'd put it below the Clockwork Tunnels. Oh yes, the most important area.
It's not bad.
The lobby.
The mission lobby, at the very start. And to be clear, we're talking specifically the one in the arcade at depth 0. I think it's nice. I like how you can see the other
We could actually pull that one up. I think the lobby, the starting thing is actually pretty good. It does the camera shift. I did it in the Project Speed video where you walk through. You know what? Fuck it. Let's pull it up. I'll never miss a chance to shield my own videos. Right here. As you start moving up, but you can see the camera starts to shift and you get really nice background of the clockworks. It's a very, very simple. I think it's not the best, but I think it's a good little starting zone. I feel like they could do more with it, but it does its job. Motion speak. Now that I think, the only thing that I really like about it is the background and the way that the camera shifts, but like, they don't have much going on there. I think, you know, I kind of wish the elevator in it is also unique and different. I think the elevator is a little bit different. You know what I wish though? You know how in the bazaar, not the bazaar, the arcade? The thing above the town square, like where you go up and then there's the Krogmo section and all that. And back in the day, you used to deposit minerals to change the gates. But if you don't know, you can walk up there to start an arcade floor stills. Like you can walk up to the elevators there in the haven, like above the town square area to start the arcade gate. I think they should get rid of this and just keep it to that, because I think that's fun. I think you get more people hanging out in the haven, more people hanging out in that area. I think that section is really well designed. I think it does a much better job of showcasing what the arcade is and what you're actually getting into. And you could also make it so that, because they have the 4 different sections, they have the 4 elevators there, you could make it that you have to walk onto the correct elevator to start the correct gate that you want to go into. I think that's a better concept overall. So I feel like this is like an unnecessary thing. And if I think about it from that perspective, it goes into like D. F for failure. I think it's bad. The more that I think about it, I think it's bad. I saw that the old system you could choose how you wanted each level to be. Yeah, it was sick. The old system was great, which is very nice, not gonna lie. I wish they could still let you choose which levels. The mineral deposits was a sick idea as well. I think I'm gonna go F. That might be a bit controversial, but I don't know. I think they could do a lot more.
Mission lobbies on the left and right.
Or just get rid of it.
Definitely cool. It's a unique set.
But
how are we halfway through the video? They've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more, and it's like double the length. What happened with these last 6? I'm scared. I am skipping through. I know that, you know, maybe I'm not listening to all of it. I'm partially doing that intentionally so that, you know, if you guys want to check out the video because it's.
But no one actually plays the game.
You can listen to their perspective.
Every time I've tried to get somebody
I think they added
the game,
later.
at least an IRL friend, they've always fucking dropped out. No more than 2 bosses in.
Sad they're talking about people quitting.
That
It ruins my immersion. 0 out of 10.
F as
0
well.
I
out of
actually
10.
hate this level now. It's F tier.
F tier, fuck it, yeah. First F tier. We need something in F tier. It had
The fact that they didn't put compounds in F tier is crazy.
to be that.
Royal Jelly Palace.
Banger mission.
It's fun. It's kind of like, I mean, like if you don't have access to later missions, it's kind of your farming mission for the whole of
Yeah.
yours.
It's
Jelly
It's
King
good.
is kind of a punching bag.
I think it's actually like one of the most well-designed missions. Honestly, it's a very fun mission to run through. I would say it's better than Snarby, better than Arenas, better than Vanadruk if Vanadruk wasn't the end game. I don't know actually. I think I do it a little bit worse than Vanadruk. I'm gonna go here, like the boss missions. Man, the boss missions do deserve their own tier. I don't know. You can't put arenas behind a boss mission. I'm sorry. We probably will bump these down to spread out this a little bit more. Nah, we won't. That feels fine so far. I don't know. We'll see. But that's probably where I'm gonna go. Jelly King is just such a solid mission. I don't know. Like I remember farming it back in the day. It's fun, the little 4 key sections. You get to choose if you don't want to do one of the sections, which I think is really good as a new player. You can skip whatever you find to be the hardest section. It does the good thing where it's got the 2 sides. So if you do it in a party, it's faster. So like the first floor, if you do the first floor in a party, it's a quicker experience. So that incentivizes you to play in a party. I think that's a good idea. I think that's good for bosses. I love the boss. I love the idea that curse and poison vials actually have a place in the game for once, and they have like a significant, meaningful impact. I think it's a shame that they are less impactful in other areas. I think that's a really good thing as well. I think it's something that actually teaches players about the game further as well. I think it's just all around a very solid mission. I kind of do want to put it above Vanajuk. But Vanajuk is just more vibey. I don't know. I like Vanajuk still. Vanajuk's a very good farming one. I'm going to keep it there.
Bag.
But we like him because of that.
I will say, I do have one gripe against Jelly King.
We'll customize sections on these.
I don't know if this is a bug,
their own tier.
But for some reason, whenever he does a
room.
melee attack, his hitbox lingers around his
I don't think they're rated in the
model
Haven.
for a couple seconds. So if you're trying to melee him, it just doesn't work. Or it's very difficult to do so.
I don't know. I think it's an overall just fun mission
Mainly
to
the
run
boss is
through.
hard.
Music's goofy, adds to the silly atmosphere.
Music's nice.
It's also a good level for speedrunning.
They did not, Maggie. I'll repeat it again. This is just purely arcade floors. It's not all of the missions. It's not all of the layouts in the game. It's just what appears in arcade.
Because it's there's nothing like insane about it. It's a very straightforward mission. You just have to get to the end super fast, go through a couple different corridors to access the gates. That's really just what it is. Just go to the side rooms and
it also introduces split paths on the second floor. You can choose which rooms you do.
I don't think it
And even better, not all 4 of them are required. You only have to do 3.
to be fair.
that's the nice part, yeah.
And not to mention Faust, love Faust, Divine Avenger,
True,
love Divine
it does.
Avenger.
Ooh, that's a good point. The mission drops. Like what you get out of the tokens. I haven't really been factoring that in, but Jelly King does have some banger weapons to be made. Vanajuk has a banger in the sense that you sell them, but I don't think they're actually good by themselves. Fangavog is good, just because that's fun. And then Rawmless Twins has good weapons. Snarblax has really good weapons as well. Banger Shield as well.
True.
Antiguas are mid.
I like Antiguas.
You're invested, sorry.
I've seen a few good cases.
Crest of
for them,
Almite.
but yeah,
Crest of
they're
Almite
pretty
is good, actually. That's a good point.
I'm gonna be honest. I think I like this more than Gloaming Wildwoods. I think
Agreed.
I'd put it right in front of Gloaming Wildwoods.
I think they'll have the same idea as
Really?
me, but maybe just
Yeah, Jelly King is pretty
not
fun.
S.
Because Jelly King is a just beat the shit out of him fight, and Vanna is like a mix of the two.
Well, yeah, Vanna
Oh,
kind of
the debating between Vanna and
fight.
Jelly King.
Yeah. Now that you bring it up, I think the simplicity of the boss fight definitely knocks it down a few points.
Yeah.
If you try to play the boss fight and you don't have overstat gear, it is not that simple. Like if you can't one-shot the boss, it is actually kind of difficult. You do start going around trying to like destroy some of the turrets. You do need to find other avenues of like using poison and things like that. I think this suffers from revisiting the boss with higher tier gear, but I don't think that's a problem. I think that's a good thing. I think if you come back to a mission from earlier in the game, you should be able to like stomp it. I think that's a good thing. Pray for the day Grand Force damage is straight up damage buffed by 1.5. That would be nice. They definitely need to increase it because Atron doing the same damage as Grand Faust doesn't make sense. Oh shit, no! My Spellman Songs tier list
A
from
puzzle fight.
ages ago.
Jelly King is a just beat the shit out of him fight.
Ooh, top
Honestly,
of B.
I still think if it
They put Rawmless Twins B again. Oh, I'm so triggered. They put 2 bosses in B? Someone had to stop them. At some point, like Spark had to start editing this video and being like, man, we put 2 of the boss missions in B. That doesn't seem right. This is fucked. Ugh. Ugh.
it's between these two,
It's
I think
B
I'd
for
rather run
bosses,
Jelly King,
please,
but
no.
both are nice.
Yeah, honestly, I would too.
Scarlet
Scarlet
Fortress.
Fortress.
I'm not a fan of Scarlet Fortress, but a lot of people like it. I think it's
S tier,
fine.
Top of S. My favorite. I'm very biased. My favorite
Yeah, Spark loves it.
region in the entire game.
I think it's interesting because Scarlet Fortress weirdly has a lot of like diehard fans, which I did not expect. I was not expecting that at all. I don't know. I don't know why. Scarlet Fortress to me is just very slow, and I think that's why I don't like it. I think it is pretty unique, but I'm not the biggest fan of the enemy types. I don't like that it has jellies and cats. I think that's not super fun. I don't like the groupings of enemies. And I just find it slightly too long. I think maybe like one arena less per floor would make it better. I don't know. Actually, the first floor of Scarlet Fortress is good, but the rest I'm not. Remember they put Romus as a B and are allowed to vote. That's crazy. Son of Slags too. Harry, have you seen the dialogue when you're facing the Mimic on Treasure Vault? I have seen that, Chill Willie. I've been talking about that with Spiral Market a bit. I've seen it quite a long time ago. Not a long time, but a few months ago. But yes, I did know about that. Also, hello, how you doing?
The background is
Cat Slang,
beautiful.
sometimes Devil Lights.
The music's amazing.
Background's alright.
I love the rooms that have all the monster boxes. It's great. I love these levels a lot.
Yeah, there is a dialogue to the Treasure Vault. It's a very rare cutscene. Like you're talking like 1 in 1,000 or something. It's insane. There are VODs of it that have been uploaded. I think Mad Ganser recently uploaded a. Now that we're talking about these two, Mad Ganser recently uploaded a YouTube short about it, which I would recommend you go watch.
I was co-hosting with a longtime friend of mine, Union.
Union, shout out.
Oh yeah,
Shout out the boy.
Talking to you in a cut.
But this is pretty much what it looks like. But yeah, go watch the short. The short pretty much explains it. It's good. Mad Ganser, Spiral Knights, Chester. Go look it up.
It's a shame that they're so fucking rare, because like, I agree with everything. They're cool, but they're just so rare.
I think they rate it super
That
high.
makes it even better though. It's like a treat every time you find one.
Am I the only one who doesn't like Scarlet Fortress?
It's true.
Come on,
And,
hate
like,
it.
there's
You can
this
link a
one
video.
level,
That's fine.
It's a mission before Jelly
click it.
King. It's the one with the library. I'm like so much more with the background. You can almost do some sort of MC Usher type stuff with it. You know,
You're able to see like clockworks beneath you with the gears flashing every now and then you got all the ruins from the castle, or
Just really,
castles maybe.
and then
How many times have you played Scarlet Fortress? So 2 hours 55-minute mark. Oh, I've seen that VOD. But I can pull it up. Someone else's stream. I need to skip ahead a little bit. Scarlet Fortress is very nice and chill. What is that you've sent, Maggie? Why is this not loading? Too much? Did I ask for too much?
Whoa, what?
Yeah. Rare Spiral Knight streamer.
The day I'm dead, it has come.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys can see that super well.
You know. They want me to do terrible
Back in-
things. I
You linked the short, Maggie.
conscience
Actually, thanks.
lets me hurt you.
I'm not gonna watch it. I have watched this already, but you guys can watch it. If you haven't seen the dialogue, the link that Chill Will has sent through, you can look at it through that.
then on
Why is it
top
so
of that,
quiet?
the level design is
I have it turned
very
down.
unique. What level has you literally
Chill Will already linked it. You just need to scroll up a bit.
race gates to the end? That's the only one. That's pretty unique.
You know, I just realized some of them have really nice puzzles. You have the one that has the clock with the bombs where it goes back and forth with like timed bombs.
Mm-hmm. It's
Timed bombs.
it-
Oh, that little section. That little section is fun actually. One of the
feels
most
very
fun in the
indicative, like-
section in Scarlet Fortress.
interesting level design from Spiral Knights' early days when it was just trying to figure it.
Remember that? I don't know if you guys know it, but it's literally like a long rectangle of exploding blocks separated by 2 timed blow-ups. So like you hit one, then it blows it up, then you wait 3 seconds, then it blows up all around. It's just nice little like chain reaction. That was you in the Mercury armor. I did see that. You were running with the other person. Did you catch their stream and then jump in? Chat doesn't have it. I just can remember what things, Chili. Is sending it again. Pog.
Things out.
Shout out Chill Willy.
But you know, there is one thing I do have to docket points for is that
Ooh,
it falls
docket
into
points?
the same trap, or it falls into the same enemy
Wait, I'm
enemy
listening.
types as Concrete Jungle, where it's undead and slimes.
Yes. Wait, what? Slimes?
Yeah, but you got spook cats instead. I mean the.
It is actually.
I mean, there are
it's more like
monster
jellies.
grades. It does kind of switch it up, and you do have gun puppies every now and then.
It's true.
That's what I was saying.
That's
I don't like
true.
the enemy choices.
Oh yeah,
in
it also
in this.
introduces like optional keys, because like some of them you have like 2 different keys. You can either open boxes or.
Still undead. Fine.
They're gonna have a lot of
Dude,
dialogue about
Sorry,
that.
I'm tossing it up
End of
here. Any
S.
objections?
I was thinking A tier.
Dude, he was gonna put it at the top. It's his personal favorite. That's fair enough.
I'll compromise and move it down to the bottom of S tier.
What a lad. What a compromise. Yeah, you were at 4 a.m. You caught that dude's stream and you were like, "Let's help this dude." Got a treasure vault. Found that rare cutscene. Dude, that's so sick. What a random stumble. Hey, Blue Salamander. Nice to see you again. How you doing? Hope you're well. Let me. What did they move? Scarlet Fortress. Where do I want to put Scarlet Fortress? I kind of want to put it C. I really don't like it that much. But it's not this bad. Egg Pog. How you doing, Salamander? It's 1 in 3,000. 1 in 3,000 chance of that cutscene. That's crazy. For me, Scarlet Fortress is just not that fun. I know a lot of people like it. I am not a fan. I usually always skip it, and it's a pain to skip. Don't like the enemy typings. Don't like the way that it's grouped. I think we talked about it already. I wouldn't really put it on D. It's definitely not as bad as Devilites, and it is a bit more interesting, so there is some more interest in it. But I wouldn't put it up here. I can't remember what this is. That's the Basil room? I guess you get recipes, which is kind of cool. It's either here or, like, it's either C or it's above here. I'm going to go C for now. We don't have anything else in C, so we need to put stuff in C. You're fine, F-I-N-E, separated. That's the other thing, how many times did you play Scarlet Fortress? Have you seen every single one of the variants? I have. I don't know if I could, I don't remember them, but I've definitely done it. Can't be better than Bazaar. Considering that Scarlet Fortress is very rare on arcade, kind of like Twilight, most people don't get to play it. I don't understand this, because I think for me, the reason that why I've played it a fair amount is because, like, I make a fair chunk of alt accounts. I've just done the mission a few times. So, like, to me, I know what the Scarlet Fortress levels are because I've done the mission, and, like, it's boring to me. Not so much that I've seen it in arcade. Like, I don't know if I've ever seen it in an actual arcade, but I don't know.
All right, fine. I'll accept that since you're so stalwart on that.
But now we're heading to my favorite. Starlight!
Starlight Cradle?
Cradle! I didn't remember the name. I fucking love this mission, man. Arcade. For all of arcade, if you're playing arcade, banger. Beautiful design. Absolutely stunning. Like, I love the color scheme. I love the gameplay in it. Super fun. I love the sleep mechanic. I love that it's new, that it's interesting, that it's unique. I love the way that it affects you. I like that it's got a similar mechanic to freeze. So if you're in a party, people can wake you up by hitting you. I think that's good teamwork. I like the layouts, the design, the background, the enemy types, slimes and lumbers. Beautiful. Loved it. Optional fights. Perfect. You get to choose for more loot. Perfect. It's like arenas. It's all rolled into one. It's just like, I think when they came out with this, that was like the peak. And it released with like the whole sleep set. It released. Oh man, I love it. I think it's easy top tier. S+++ for me. It is the shit. It's also just like, if I think of Spiral Knight's nostalgia, it doesn't come to mind. But if you play the mission, it's the feeling of Spiral Knights is really well done in those missions, and I think that's nice. I think that's something to say. I think you play the Starlight Cradle floors and you think of Spiral Knights. The only issue is Slumbago. No, I like it. The lingering sleep thing is kind of annoying. I think that's fine. Sleep level pog. Shit music. Ooh, really? I don't remember what the music sounds like. I just play with it off, so I wouldn't know. But yeah, for me, S. I know this one. I remember that they didn't rate it as high. I remember that they rated it pretty low. And, Let's hear
I
it.
believe so.
What do they say about
Alright.
this?
If you're super passionate about the previous one, I am super fucking I have so much hatred towards this one.
Why?
You know, I've run through this fucking
my God.
through these levels.
I always knew I hated him. This Mad Gansu guy, we can't trust him. What the fuck? What is wrong with him?
So many fucking times, and at least twice I've had to run through these levels for challenge videos, and it's absolutely fucking ticked me off.
I don't know.
On top
Sounds
of
like a
that, the
skill
level
issue.
design, well, unique and liminal in a sense. It's like it gets grating after a while. It's either really easy or just kind of throw some bullshit in.
I'm kidding. I
And,
love
like,
Mad,
as
but
much as
this
I love the
is
atmosphere,
the
I've
worst
ran
opinion
through
he's
it
ever
so many
held.
fucking times that I'm just tired. And I know I use the background for videos and shit because it's a really nice background.
See? He can't even deny it.
But I don't care. I'm tired of seeing this fucking level. It's cool when they edit it back, but I fucking hate sleep.
Do you see how, like, even despite the fact that he hates it, he has to keep giving it props. He's like, I fucking hate this level, but I love the I'm using the background because it's a really nice background. I hate the level, but I love that they brought the sleep, like, back. I love that they brought these types of enemies back. But I hate the level, but, you know, he can't even hate on it.
It's just,
It is definitely the most dangerous because
You can tell that it's pure emotion. It's emotional based arguing. But you can hear the logic coming through. And the logic says that it's a straight S.
Because if you fall asleep, you're basically guaranteed to get hit twice, unless you have a remedy capsule or a
Skill
party
issue.
member.
Get better.
Also, yeah,
Don't fall asleep.
The constant sleep mist left behind.
I don't fall asleep in real life. I don't sleep in the game. I don't know what to tell you. It's pretty, I don't know. To me, you just stay away from the enemies. Actually, the little slimes, they can shoot the sleep barbs, and that's pretty fucking annoying. Because those ones, they're kind of just RNG. Like, you might just get hit by them
By
randomly.
slumbargos, is that what they're called?
yes, embargoes.
Yeah, the sleep mist is annoying to deal with because if you're
Sounds like something happened.
not using a gun, then
It sounds like he went through some traumatic experiences,
you
doesn't
kind of
it?
just have to like wait for them to walk towards you, or just.
Yeah, again,
I
you're
love-
only making this work for me.
I love getting hit by stray slime quills.
Yeah,
For
that's what
me,
I'm talking about.
this would be an automatic F.
Cool, man,
But I
really
can
PTSD.
compromise with D or even C, like very low C. It's cool, it's
See?
unique, its novelty wore off of me, and I run through this level too many
He said, I'm going to compromise and put it low C.
fucking times.
I'm
just tired
so
of it.
the only two redeeming factors I see
Two redeeming factors? Oh,
this
I'm so
level
mad.
is the I don't know which one it is, but the free danger room it gives you, where you come
Yeah,
down,
it's fucking sick.
you go
Oh,
to the left,
It's so
and
fun.
there's an elevator up here, but you have the option
I'll
to
give you
go
that.
do a danger room. You have to run back
This
with
is what I
more
was talking
enemies,
about.
and then you have to that, and also on that same floor, that same level, the fight before the elevator, it's just lumbers, and if you have Iron Slug, it's just beautiful because you can just
I gotta say, lumbers are probably one of the most fun enemies in the game. They're so slow. They have a really fast like attack if you get close, but if you just keep your distance, they're some of the best enemies because they've got huge HP bars. It's really fun to like stack the neutralizer shots on them, for example, and just like stack those for ages and then blow them up. It's just a fun enemy overall. I love lumbers.
one shot most of them. It's amazing there.
yeah.
Good enemies.
The thing about that too is like, I haven't run into that level for a while. I've run into like these few particular levels where it's like long straight ways.
Bro hasn't even played the
gates you have
levels.
to constantly knock up and down to fight the lumbers, and then
I'm cutting him off.
I won't disagree with you. Most of them are kind of mid. So like you get.
Alright,
and then,
where are
it
they putting it?
exists.
Come on, stop talking
Yeah,
about
for
it.
the
They
most
talked about it for ages.
Part of these levels kind of suck. It's just
Alright.
that one level in particular that I like playing a lot.
yeah, no. For
Did
me,
I
F
see
tier.
D?
F tier. I'm gonna
Bottom of
put it
D?
at a low D.
I thought they were putting it bottom of C. They put it bottom of D?
All right, I can agree with that.
I can't. I put a straight S. This is like the most disparate location of all of the fucking floors. Oh my god. Holy. Low D. They put that low D below Devilites, below the graveyard. Are you below compounds? That can't be real. Who let them get away with this?
All right,
That's
now we
not
have some
real.
Fun ones next. Treasure vault.
Oh, I can't think right now. I need to Alright, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Treasure vaults. Treasure troves.
I
S
like
tier.
them. They're a cool respite, like a cool respite from all the danger and all that jazz. But like, with the inclusion of the treasure vault, it's like
The music is too chill, man. Out of nowhere, they just found a reason to hate it even more. They're putting it. They're gonna put it in low C. Why do they move to low D?
They've lost all their luster.
Actually, I'm
is
thinking,
so
I'm thinking about it
sad.
now. It is. I mean, it's nice like the first couple times you do it, but it is kind of annoying have to like run around for.
I think they have a pretty
collecting
good
all the crowns
opinion
on the
here.
first floor.
I like what they say
mean,
about the
I'm
treasure
talking
trove.
about
Get them.
Because they're right. It's a really fun. I like getting it, but it is slow. I don't like running around to pick up like an extra 20 crowns. Like, it's just kind of annoying. If the crowns are like 50 crowns and you're running around, that'd be fun. But like, it's a very minimal amount. Spark makes a point in this video later on about the little chroma saying that they're annoying. I actually like that they're there. I think that's fun. I like the rest of it, but it's a pretty plain. It's not the most interesting, but it's a really good break. It does its purpose of being like the respite from the rest of the floors. I don't think it's amazing. I'm kind of tempted to put it B, to be honest. High B. But the music is good. It's one of the few ones where I actually recognize the music. Free stuff. Free stuff is always popular. You can always skip the coins though, but like imagine the first time you get to the trove. It's such a beautiful thing. It's true. It used to be my favorite probably. The floral leaves. It's good. I think that like the jelly aisles is better. It's just not that interesting. They needed like some needed some like puzzle aspects to make it more interesting, I think. If there was puzzle aspects and it was like a puzzle floor, I think that'd be really cool. But vibes are pretty immaculate up there. I'll put it A just for the vibes. I think the actual design could honestly go like B minus, like bottom of B, to be honest. But the vibes of the floor, it's good. It's good. It's good. Good mission.
For that, once you reach the end, sometimes
Low
the
A.
prize boxes will be locked behind energy gates.
Yeah, there's just like energy gates.
That's also a good point. It's kind of messed up that they do that. It should just be free.
And if you don't kill them in time, say
So
somewhere in B
Let's see
tier.
what they-
I was just thinking B tier as well.
Yeah, they say B. I'm not
Honestly,
mad about
I'm
that.
thinking above Clockwork Terminal.
I can get on board with that. That's fine.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Treasure Vault.
Then we
though.
have Treasure Vault,
Treasure Vault for me is another S.
which honestly I think there's a lot to talk about here.
Oh, there's so much to talk about.
So I will start off with the bad. The razor things are really annoying to go through sometimes.
The whole starting area, you know.
The
I think
room
they're a bit more haters
was
against Treasure
where
Vault from what I
they just
remember.
decided to just copy and paste a bunch of echo blocks are really annoying to deal with.
Echo blocks are rare in the mid. Like I don't know where else echo blocks come from. If you don't know what echo blocks are, it's the blocks where if you hit the block, it damages you,
Uh-huh.
which I think is cool
because it's
as a
just
concept
area
and
denial
underused.
for whatever weapon you're using.
Yeah.
Just don't
And
hit it.
any like AoE
skill
it's
issue,
even
for real.
worse for brandishes because like you, it's so silly because like technically
I think that's a good thing. I don't know. To me, it's like brandishes are the most overpowered weapon in the game, used everywhere widely. I think it's nice that they have a mission like Treasure Vault where you don't use the brandish. Like, I mean, you still can, by the way, because it's not like it's not, you can't just aim away from the echo blocks. But there probably are some better weapons or other choices of weapons that you can do. Haze bombs don't trigger the echo blocks for some reason, so that's always nice. But I think it's just good that they have like some mechanics around it. I think that's actually kind of a nice thing. They do have the thing that I don't like about respawning enemies in this game, where enemies respawn and there's no indication of when they stop. I don't like mechanics like that, because you know it's gonna stop at some point, but you don't know when that point is. And so if it's the first time you've played it, you're just always kind of like, does it keep going? Am I doing the wrong thing? Do I keep killing these enemies? Do I not kill these enemies? Like, what am I actually trying to do here? Am I missing the point? I don't like that. I don't think that the visual language of the game itself is not as clear in those sections. Haze Bomb does trigger Echo Block, but it only applies to the initial damage radius, which is smaller than the status radius. That initial, okay, that's like where you put the bomb down, right? I don't really count that. Because I like, when I think of Haze Bomb, I'm thinking like the entire area. And so like, it's very easy to place it in a way that doesn't get triggered by an Echo Block.
It punishes, like, high...
Also, another thing is the boss having slugs, like the piercing weapons, Iron Slug, Wintergrave, Callahan, be an effective weapon for the boss is also cool. I think it's neat that there's a boss that requires piercing weapons. You can beat it with like brandishes, you can beat it with other things that pierce as well. It is much harder. But I think it's neat that there's something that incentivizes you to build a specific weapon type in the game. I think that they need to do that more, so that you vary it. And I like that it's not a mission that's making you do that, because I think that's a problem. But I like that it's an arcade floor that you can opt out and opt in to choose to play. Because like you can just skip that floor. You can just go into the elevator and not bother with it at all if you don't have the right stuff. I think that's good. So I think it's well designed in that sense. Divine Avenger and Grand Force works too. No, it does. The good
Higher
weapons
star
there.
brandishes more than lower star brandishes. Not that you would ever use a lower star brandish,
Charge you
but like
34 times to kill it.
because of that extra range from your charge attack, that actually screws you over.
Yeah, most bombs kind of suck there because it'll hit the Ash of Act. No, it has like a yellow. It's like a bit yellow. It has like unique tiles on the ground.
There's so much in the Treasure Vault. I don't know. I could just keep talking about Treasure Vault. I really like Treasure Vault. It's got everything. It's got a unique drop. Requires unique weapons. It's got unique combat, unique fights. It introduces the that little respawn like healing thing. I don't know what to call it. It's like a beacon almost, like in Minecraft, like a Minecraft beacon, where it's got the pink thing on top of it and it heals. That does appear in the Torture Drone event, but it's also in that. It's got the unique secret dialogue. Unique, it's like so many neat things wrapped up into that one thing. It's got the lockers that you can punch open. It's got a mechanical gate, like a visual gate that actually opens as you walk through. I think that's cool. You don't see that anywhere else in the game. Like it does some unique things, some unique visual stuff. Also, the background is probably the most unique out of all of the game, because most other floors are just clockworks in the background, which I love. Not hating on the clockworks. I think Banger always bring them up. But it's just cool that there's like a variant to that with like the gold piles in the background. I think it's just really well designed. I'm a big fan. I think it's like S, like better than boss missions or even. There's a degree of difficulty. It's a shame that I'm Australian and I can't do the spiked the razor section properly, because there's just no way I can time it. But I bet if I had better internet and they had other servers, it would be so much fun to like look at the pattern and like walk through. It's a different style of beating the game. I like the mechanics there. No Seraphings. I mean, I have a Seraphings, but Seeps. I can just run past it with Draken anyway. Like if you use the Draken ability with the speed buff, you can pretty much go through the section, take like 2 hits, but you have increased defense. You barely die ever. Razor Spikes, Seraphings. Combo goes hand in hand. I think I'm pretty happy with that. Spike walk like a Chad.
Round. It has a lot of stuff. Oh yeah, openable
Oh
lockers.
yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
That
talk
just
about that as well.
Yeah. Andrels?
It's you can put them on the 2
I didn't.
works. Shot hit anyways.
Man, remember how I was saying that we were halfway through the video and then they had like another half to go through? They just spent it on the sleep mission and this mission.
Also,
only
also not to
God
mention that sticks. So like all of that aside, time and then
Efficacy, since I don't
I can hear my cat outside, or a cat outside.
have one myself. But even then,
They talk about it for
it's a cool
ages.
little like, hey, look at what I got sort of deal.
it does seem to be more of a trophy item than anything.
Definitely.
That's actually fair. I will say the unique drop doesn't really do anything for you. It's not really it's not good for you. But it does sell for a decent amount. Like if you randomly get across a promissory note, it sells for like 150k? Compare that to any other drop that you get in the game, it's better than anything else that you get, I would say. Outside of getting a 5-star weapon drop, which I don't know when the fuck you would get that. That's super, super rare. I don't even know that exists. I think it's probably better than anything else.
We'll see once Union actually goes ahead and gets a second one.
Still fun to go through.
But at the same time, it's refreshing to have something more on the difficult side within just the normal Clockworks itself.
Agreed.
So
But-
with that being said,
Where do they put this?
honestly, I'm thinking definitely at least A tier. Like I do like these. They are difficult. There is
A
a
is
lot of
respectable.
BS with these levels, but they are fun to go through.
I won't be mad about that.
I would say mid to low A tier.
I can agree with that. I'm thinking. I'm gonna put.
Low
I'm gonna put
A,
it ahead
mid
of
A?
Clockwork Tunnel.
The fact that deconstruction zones is better to them than Treasure Vault is fucking crazy. I'm sorry. That's insane.
All right, and last but
That's straight cap. I don't know what to tell you. All right, the last one.
not least, Wolverdens.
Ooh, that's what this is. Wolverdens. Ooh, I like Wolverdens. Sorry, let me catch up with chat. Sorry, I've kind of been ignoring you guys. Straight question in the chat. Best level mission to heat 4-star gear. Usually do 4-star jelly ping RGB. When you say heat, do you just need the heat? Because then I'll just do Vanna and then just make sure that you're in a party and you just keep leaving. Jelly Palace is good as well. If you want the crystals for 4-star, I think it's the one of the Rotting Metropolis missions, I think, something like that. That drops the most 4-star crystals. But I would still just keep doing Vanna. Just get money. Their whole rating system is so inconsistent. you gotta go watch the video and then you can comment. We have been skimming through, so maybe they are more consistent than what we're putting across. But if they're not, then you can post a comment and be angry at them, which I'm sure they'll absolutely love. Just don't say that it came from me. I got a Darkfang shield from a Darkfang Thrako at one point. Pog. You can get equipment drops, by the way. I haven't had it happen for a long time. When I first played the game, my first account, I think, it might have been my second account. My second account, I got 2 4-star Nova drivers, the elemental driver gun. I got 2 of them on that account, like within the period of like under a year. Super rare, super lucky. That was sick. That really helps me on my progression. But that was like 2013, I want to say 2012. Like that was ages ago. 2014 maybe. So I don't really remember if I have seen other equipment drop, but I've only seen like 0 to 3-star stuff drop. I haven't really seen much higher, like 1-star things drop, which is kind of lame. I feel like it used to drop high stuff, but maybe not. All right.
They kind of have the same issue as the slime ones, where it's just generic.
Dark
they don't
Briar.
have...
I love Wolverdens.
Dark Briar Barrage. All just bring
pretty.
Dark Briar and you win the entire level.
Dark Briar's good.
Even then, there are a couple cases where different enemies can spawn, in which case
Did you just get a Darkfang shield? Actual? Chill Willy?
I just say
What are the
just
chances?
use
There's no
Akron.
shot.
Just use Akron for the level.
Yeah, the random pull-ups and
Lumbers.
lumber.
You actually got one just now. Bruh, there's no way. Darkfang shield is pretty rare, man. It used to be a lot more rarer. Now not so much, but that's still... Yeah, screenshots or it didn't happen. We got to see the evidence. Where's the evidence? You got to join the Discord, drop it in. Where's the proof? The proof in the pudding. I'm just going to jump in here and rate this myself. Wolverdens, I think that they're very, very good. I like them. They're not very interesting. Maybe above here. They are kind of like the slime. I would rate them above slimes. It's just kind of fun. Wolvers are just kind of fun to fight. I don't know what to tell you. Toothpicks, they're very low HP enemies, so they're very easy to kill. So you can bring a wide variety of weapons to kill them. Bombs are fun against them. Guns, not so much. That's probably one of the downsides. But it's also one of the flaws in Spiral Knights. I have a deep bias towards any floor that is like green above ground. I think that the atmosphere, the vibes of those clockwork levels are so much more fun to look at, much more interesting. I like the fights in the Wolverdens. Once again, it's got good spawns. The arenas in Wolverdens, the first has those 3 Wolvers that are spread out, not so great. But then the next 2 fights are grouped together towards one side, and that's super nice. You DM'd. Oh shit. Maybe I shouldn't. Didn't mean to open that up directly like that. It's fine. Oh, look at this. Dark Fang Shield acquired. Very, very nice. Very bog. Huge. Thank you, thank you. Actually, that's so crazy that you got one. That's actually insane. Well done. Congrats to you. That sells. I think it sells for like 50k or so. That's kind of pog. But yeah, very, very nice. That's a nice thing for you. I would honestly just keep it, to be honest, if I was you. That's cool. Getting a rare drop like that, man, I'm jealous. All the years that I've played this game, I still haven't got a Dark Fang Shield. Like, when is it gonna happen to me, guys? Me complaining about luck, like the most luck in this game. Wolverden has nice atmosphere. There's also rain though. The rain, sometimes it snows, sometimes it's thunderous. You regret selling yours, Ekna? I get it, because like getting crowns quickly is nice, but I mean, 50k sold. I think it's cool to have. Once you'll get to a point where you don't need so many crowns. You'll be okay. And like, I think if you have the rare drops and you know that you got the drop yourself, I think that's cool. I don't know. Wolverden's are good vibes. I'll just leave them there. I'm pretty happy with that.
If you only Briar is, you get a lot of like the.
I think we're
cool
done
stuff.
outside of the ones that
I-
Spark added after the fact.
But I can go with the.
Oh, here you go.
I
He's
can-
added them
I
in
can
now.
agree with that.
All right.
And then, no, not yet. We still have Emberlight.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I forgot Emberlight. I'll edit Emberlight in post.
Emberlight.
Cool pop image of
it's-
Emberlight.
It's nice. It adds lore, you know.
It adds a lot of lore, but it's
Does
also
it?
so fucking.
What's in
boring as a
Emberlight?
town.
It's so empty. Nothing.
It's so
happens.
empty. Like they could have. There's so much potential for just having random.
I don't even
NPCs
remember
there,
that's how bad it is.
And like you could talk to them and just be like, "This is my home now. I betrayed Tinkinsar for a loaf of bread or something."
A loaf of bread.
I don't know. I just said a loaf of bread. I
Oh,
thought.
I
it
do
was
remember
you
it.
know, silly.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but like, so in Operation Crimson Hammer, you have that one scenario where like you.
I'm kind of agreeing with what they're saying right now. It is kind of like a worse version of everything else that we've seen. Doesn't have much going for it. Doesn't have the list of NPCs. They complained about the other one when they had 9. I think that's a bit much. But 4 NPCs and Brinks is one of the NPCs. Cosmo is one of the NPCs. Spiral Warden doesn't really give you anything. Like Brinks and Cosmo you see in Haven. Gracken, cool. Spiral Warden, it's okay. But yeah, not much is going on here. I think it's not that interesting. Oh, there's Packrat though. And he talks about the lore. Yeah. OST is goated, just so this is an A. I think it's a C for me. Nah, even a D. Like, I think it's just bad. It does have lore though. I kind of want to add another thing to C just because C has nothing. Let's see. So you're saying Dark Fang Shield is worse than Grey Allen Shield? I mean, it's not really used for actual combat. It's supposed to be a refugee city, but it's very lackluster. It does. If it's for a refugee city, like they could have added so much more. No. I'm kind of getting upset, like going through some of these, that there's so much wasted potential in some of these lower tier stuff. Like Graveyards could have been so cool as well. It just didn't do enough, I feel like. I kind of had the same vibes with this. Like I kind of want to put this D. I would put it C, but it doesn't feel right. My gut is saying like here. It just got bored. That was fast. You sold for 50k. I didn't. That was just off the top of my head, buddy. I don't know how much it actually sells for. Cosmetic Shield should have sold for 250k, but good sell. I don't know if it sells for 250. That sounds a lot. But I hope you didn't put it on auction house for 50k buyout. Don't listen to me. I'm not a merchant. I don't know the prices off the top of my head. I'm really sorry if I've just lost you money there. If I'd known you were gonna just pull the trigger and put it up for sale, I would have advised differently. 50 to 70, 80 realistically. Oh, okay, so it wasn't that bad then. I think I sold mine for 40k. Well, I did 50k buyout. Okay, I'm feeling better then. Maggie, you made me feel like I was like the worst fucking criminal in the world. I just lost this man like 150k. Like, holy shit. Okay, it's not so bad. Ekna sold theirs for 40k, Strafe 50, 70, 80. All right, it's fine. That's fine. Well, then 50k is decent. You probably could have gone more, but not much more, so I feel okay about that. Yeah, I'm gonna put this D, middle of D.
You like get the water, and like in those little cells,
Get
you have
the
a
water.
gremlin who's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go to Emberlight. Where is he?
That is
I
true.
don't know. I
Is
don't
he,
think
is he
so.
there?
Dude, these guys remember so much more about the game than I do. I don't know if it's like an issue of what I remember or I just haven't played as much. I think both Spark of Kill and Mad Ganser, from what I know, have been like active players in the game for like 10 plus years. And like, I mean, I don't know how active, but like they've been there pretty much the whole time, I think. So maybe they just have a lot more built up knowledge. Whereas me, I've been playing pretty actively for like the past 3 years, 3 years. And then periods previously as
Yeah,
well.
like
What is that for
I understand like maybe he gives you something. We just we have gremlins watching TV. It is just very empty. Like I'm thinking about the layout of it now. Like
Almost
Alright, where do
as
they
a
put it? I just wanna
fence,
see.
Is that it does actually surprisingly have more lore than just Tinken's because like when Winterfest comes around, the presents you deliver at the end of the mission for Save Winterfest goes to the children of Emberlight, who you
Huh?
don't see, but you
where
actually
are
like.
they?
Where are they?
What? That's so cool. I didn't know that. Put your hand up if anyone else knew that. Did you hear what they said? That the in the Christmas event, when you go get the presents, it goes to the Emberlight refugees, the kids. You did know that, Maggie? That's sick. I had no idea. That's cool. That's a nice little tie-in. I like that a lot. Strafe, put your hand up. All right. Oh, that's more than okay, you guys knew a lot more than me. Why am I the streamer, guys? Come on. They don't deserve you. Okay. You know how sometimes I shouldn't read chat? Yeah, maybe that was one of
The
those.
children.
But it's so cool because like you actually contribute to the lore of.
That's sick.
Emberlight.
I like that. That's
Emberlight
cool.
is such a weirdly integral part of the game, and they just don't do anything with it.
It's a shame. Again, wasted potential. Like what they're saying, where are the kids then? Why can't we see them? Why don't we see presents? Where's the evidence? Where's the proof?
I don't know. I'm thinking just somewhere in the middle, but I don't really know where to put it.
Because there's like so much stuff they could have done with it. I'm feeling D tier.
Yeah, I won't disagree. I'll just edit it
Ooh.
right here. I know
Yeah,
it's right
I-
here. Here, like I'll drag it. With
Ow. Oh man, they're putting it next to the sleep
my mouse
mission.
look right here. Whoa, it's crazy.
Whoa! It's like he's actually dragging
That was
in real
smooth.
time.
Good editing,
It's
actually.
like I didn't forget Emberlight, and I actually put it on the tier list.
What? YouTubers forgetting stuff? Ain't no way.
It never happened. You have to
Nope.
agree. You have to agree to this now.
We definitely did not agree with them.
And if you don't, we're reporting you to Hera and Cronus.
Really? Because I'm tight with Cronus. Mad Ganser, alright? Cronus is in the chat, right? Cronus? Put your hand up, Cronus. Cronus, talk to me, please. Acknowledge my existence once in my life, please. Alright. I think that's the end of the video. Please, once again, shout out Spark of Kill. He did send me the tier list so that I could do this, and I did check with him. Pixel Pig, put your hand down. You're not Cronus. Get out of here. Good guy. All around, good guy. Shout out Mad Ganser as well for being in this video, for being part of this stream. Shout out to Spark of Kill and Mad Ganser for inadvertently being part of the stream. I'm just like them. I'm with them as well, guys. Trust me. I'm totally part of the team. Yeah. Anyway, it's nice that they let me jump in. Well, Sparker Kill did. I didn't talk to Mad Ganser about it because it's Sparker Kill's video, but yeah. He did send it through, and I would recommend giving him a shout out. He's got some good videos, fun videos. He makes a lot of tier list videos. We might do this again in the future with some other stuff that he releases, but we'll see. I just thought this was a fun one because I watched it and I was like, this is so egregious. I cannot. Like, I have to speak out about this. The fact that they put the Starlight Cradle so low makes me so triggered. I feel like I'm a little bit of a a scam here, putting so many in S. This does happen quite often with my tier lists. I do tend to overload the top tier sometimes, or like overload one tier in particular. But it feels accurate to me. If I had to put it in, like, I just like these missions. I don't know what to tell you. Are you going to view the weapon tier list variant? Maybe one day. I did do a tier list ages ago. I don't remember what it was. I did NPCs. Yonks ago. This was a fun one. That one is a long one. And we had some interesting tiers as well. But maybe I should do more tier lists. Tier lists are kind of weird. I don't know. They're fun, but I think I need to do them. It'd be maybe more fun to do it with someone as well. Kind of like what Spark of Kill and Mad Cancer did, because you can kind of bounce back and forth. Sometimes it feels weird for me to just like randomly be putting things onto stuff. It feels like it's very dry, but I don't know. They put it in D. They did. They put Starlight Crater in D. It's atrocious. Haven is S+++ tier. He doesn't have it here. I don't know why it shows up in the tier list, but he doesn't have it, so I'm not gonna have it. But I'll share this around. I'm gonna send this to Spark, maybe, so that he can see what I did. And I'll put it on Twitter as well. But yeah, that's it, guys. What do you guys think? Is there anything that's like super egregious? Any differences that you want? They actually need to be banned. I'm telling you, some of this is cursed. Some of what they put up, atrocious. But most of it, I did actually end up agreeing with. There was a lot more commonality than I was expecting. So I'm not too mad. Not too much. But that was all I had planned for today. I hope you guys had a good time, a good night.